You will find the link to Crypto Investing Mistakes database in the description and pinned in comments below. Most people think bull runs are a gold mine, but if you don't rotate capital correctly, a single move can wipe out years of gains. In this video, I will show the rule most almost every experienced trader follows and why ignoring it costs people everything. You will learn the exact principles of capital rotation during bull runs, three mistakes that destroy beginners, and a safe rotation checklist you can use tomorrow. I will also reveal a hidden timing trick almost creators never talk about. If you want clear, no fluff crypto education for beginners, subscribe now because I post practical walkthroughs every week. Capital rotation is about survival, not greed. Think of your capital like troops on a battlefield where aggressive advances need backup and reserve. If you push too far without reserves, one counter attack can destroy your whole position. Rotation means moving gains in safer places so you always have options. Practically, that usually means shifting from volatile alts into stablecoins, BTC, or cash equivalents across bull run phases. It is like harvesting crops. You don't wait until a storm to collect everything. Picture watching your portfolio double and then fall back to zero because you held everything at the top. That fear is why pros stay disciplined. Next, I will explain the three buckets almost every pro uses and the percentages beginners usually get wrong. Most people split funds randomly, but pros use three clear buckets. Bucket A is core, typically 40 to 60% for long-term holds like Bitcoin and top blue chip coins. Bucket B is opportunity, typically 20 to 40% for higher upside altcoins you watch actively. Bucket C is dry powder, typically 10 to 20% held in stable coins or cash for buys and safety. These ranges change with personal risk, but the structure stays the same. If you start with $10,000 in a bull phase, a 50-30-20 split helps you capture upside while keeping safety. Greed makes people overweight in bucket B, and that is where most beginners lose everything. The thrill of going all in feels good until it destroys you. Next, I will explain when to move money between buckets and one timing trick that triggers fast rotation. Here is the timing secret. You rotate not when prices are highest but when market behavior changes. That change is subtle and ordinary looking, which is why people miss it. Watch for market breadth dropping, volume divergence with price rising, and high and huge spikes in social sentiment. Combine that with price falling under a short moving average like the 21-day EMA, and you have a rotation trigger. Breadth down, volume down, short EMA breaks, and extreme chatter are your red flags. Selling while everything looks green feels wrong, but that feeling is the warning light. Next, I will share a real case where this signal saved an investor and what happened when someone ignored it. Here is the twist: rotating too early can also cost you. The best traders rotate in stages using partial sells and re entry rules. The goal is optionality, not timing, the absolute top. If you rotate too early, you miss huge gains. If you rotate too late, you lose gains. Use staged exits to balance both risks. Here is a simple staged exit plan you can use. Step 1: set target tiers. For example, 25% at plus 50%, 25% at plus 100%, and 50% at plus 200%. Step 2: lock profits in bucket C, meaning stable coins immediately after each partial sell. Step 3: schedule a small rebalance every 30 to 60 days to move a portion from opportunity to core to or dry powder when momentum weakens. Example: sell 25% at 50% gain and move it into stable coins. Then sell another 25% at 100% gain and move into BTC or stable coins. continue holding the core position for longer term upside. This plan reduces FOMO because you already secured profits. Secured profits reduce panic, and panic causes mistakes. Next, I will cover taxes, fees, and the psychological traps that wipe out gains. A $10,000 profit can become a much smaller net number after taxes and fees. Short term trades often face higher taxes in many countries. Spreading cells over time can smooth tax events and reduce immediate tax impact. Also, factor in exchange fees and slippage when setting exit levels. Pre-commit to your tiers in writing and treat them like rules to avoid impulsive decisions. Ignoring tax planning and fees can turn smart wins into net losses. Now I will explain a conservative re-entry rule so you can keep growing without risking your safety net. Re-entry without rules usually turns into gambling. Use dip laddering and deploy dry powder in 10 to 20% chunks on confirmed support. Now re-enter when volume confirms buyers or when price holds a key moving average. Always keep at least one chunk in cash for a true market capitulation tip. This method lets you participate in rebounds while protecting most of your gains. Here is a short real world story that ties everything together. An investor started with $12,000 and used the three bucket split with stage cells. He locked profits into stable coins as prices rose and kept dry powder for dips. When market bread collapsed, he moved 60% to stable coins and protected most of his gains. Then he redeployed a portion into quality alts during a 40% dip and recovered more upside. His friend, who had held everything to the top, watched most of his gains evaporate. The difference was rotation and discipline, not luck. Before you make any decisions, remember this is educational and not financial or tax advice. Consult a qualified professional for your specific situation. If you want to survive and profit in crypto, subscribe now because I publish practical step by step guides that stop beginner mistakes. Join a community that values protection and consistent growth over hype. Click the video on the screen next to this one to learn about altcoin season and where speculative opportunities hide. That next video will show when to deploy the dry powder you just created.